There we go. Someone invited me to the Vanavoss. I thought I hit record button. Obviously not the case. Welcome back to Spirit Place. More of our beloved game. What should we do? Arcade. Wait, why would we go for with a sleep bomb here? We're going down to the sleep area. We're doing another arcade run. We got a few radiants from just doing Vanna, so I don't feel so, like, out of touch. You know what we should do? Please. Just have a, we're going like 90% guns. Should be here, and then you should be here, and then I think that order works, right? The big boomstick is our backup, and then I think our battle sprite we can give ourselves. I think shock is further on down here, but let's give ourselves a quick draw. Yeah, we're thinking, and then give me my Omega shield. Beautiful. Maybe you should work on the costume stuff. I don't know. Anyway, this will help us kill some of the sprites. I might switch. That's where we get the opportunity. We can switch from our little pea shooter to the flourish if we wish, if we desire. Dude, it's nice to make friends. My friends list has yet to make it up to capacity, I believe, because other people usually cut me off of their friends list, and that's okay. Stuff happens. We leave our party open as per tradition. I think I'm going to switch to the flourish, honestly. Unless we have more of a chance to, does that make sense? Here. Sure. More of a chance to fight like devilites would be the only exception I'd make. I thought you would know we were here. Slimes just seem to know they got no eyeballs. Oh, man. Speaking of injustices, I'm gonna. So the topic that I was at least reading this morning was about anger and injustice and the perversion of it or the lack there. We're gonna do this area. Usually I like to sprint through the first couple, but the Z cores sell so well, like 400 crowns a pop or something like that, 400 to 600, something like that. So I think it's worth it. Let's give him a wave. Please. Oh. Do. So from a lucrative standpoint, I think it makes sense to, just do these little areas. I know we won't be getting too much of a crown intake because of them, but that's okay. And sometimes it is the experience. We just said, look, Melfi's, hello. It's always good having friends. Dude, the Clockworks, honestly, is my favorite part of this game. The missions, yeah, you can grind forever. You can work on getting your min-maxing. I know a gentleman just basically posted the, basically the science behind Vanna, and that's actually helpful for somebody like me who might someday partake. It's Ray! But I'll never use that. This is the reason I started playing the game to begin with. So it just feels good to just jump into the Clockworks with an open party. And we all just get to experience, Look at this guy being polite and asking. We all get to experience the wonders of randomly generated levels. Oh, Chop, we can do this, buddy. Dude, we got Ray and Indef. Just want to break bricks, that's all. Everything else is, kind of like bonus. They give us a fire pit to assist, thank goodness. It's been a while since we actually had, the minimal gameplay. I could just kill you with a bullet. There we go. We were trying to beat stuff with, the 4-star equipment. Hello. Well, this is great. Help. Help. Well, now we're asleep. I've never been so tired. We got a Z core. There we go. This whole floor is worth it now. If you think you get like 500 crowns per... And I do my math as a whole, personally. The arcade runs are quite lucrative, provided you sell the various materials and people buy them. Guys are just freaking fierce to the nth degree. Cat. You've seen this cat. No, please. Please. We did it. We shot the door. Guys are just vicious murderers, man. So we trounce up the Clockworks. So it's not even worth it going over there. That's right, not even worth my time. Well, how was your night? We had our lap time this morning. Yeah, reading my book on the concept of anger, and you know, basically dissecting the history of anger, where it appears in the scriptural sense, and then it goes over to the secular sense, and trying to, you know, find the fine line of righteous anger, because anger, basically a lot of things like stem from passion. Righteous anger, as in things should not be this way, and you need to act upon it. Going over and like, and this is like one of the most carefully, I guess, modeled things. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. Like there's you got to be careful you don't have injustice toward, like, you know, self-injustice. It's the what about me kind of mentality that certain people, oh my gosh, you big toe. You gotta be careful you're not just like having it be a purely personal endeavor. It has to be for a good cause. It has to be basically fighting. Anger is meant to fight against sin. It's God-given in every one of us. You see something that's, you know, illegitimate, not righteous. It's the oh, you did it. It's the whole saying, like, silence is acceptance, which I stand by. No, that's exactly what we don't need. Silence is acceptance. You need, if you see something wrong, you need to say something about it. Otherwise, you're accepting it's okay. And that's, to me, that's like basically the epitome of things not being okay. Dude, the freaking disc gun magician. Not like we need much else. Another Z-core. And toward the end of these levels, we don't have a potential for arena. I mean, the last Clockworks itself looked pretty nice. What we do have potential of, are we going south? Is you know, some stable levels. I mean, last time we got we were blessed, however you want to look at it, with the decon zone because of our lack of patience. Yeah, just jump right into this. Thank you. The bomb woke us up. That's so amazing. Coming in. Let's think about the flourish though as knockback. We might go to the pea shooter, just because these guys are like ridiculous professionals of what they do. And we want to at least give the you know, illusion of professionalism. The cat has settled on my lap to a prone sleeping position. Do not disgrace Ray. Ray is a professional in his own right. Not many are super, you know, pro with Clockworks and Lockdown. This gentleman, though. 1337 by far. Actually, everybody here is pretty awesome. He's just running around with a Shiver Miss Buster. Yeah, I got one. Here it is. That's old school, man. 2012 Vanna slaying, old school. Back when y'all thought the Argent Peacemaker was the best way to kill him. Should we do that? Should we, well, my throwback will be to switch shoot him to death. But doing a Vanna run by switch shooting, oh my gosh, dude, it's more painful. I remember attempting that multiple times to see if I can do it without getting hit. And I did it once, and it was one of my practice runs. That was like the second time I did it, and I beat Vanna without being hit, and I was all proud of myself. I'm like, I'm gonna record this. It was back when my toaster was literally a toaster with a screen on it. You remember the old school LCD screens? Can you please? LCD screens that would you know, play Snake. That's basically how my computer functioned. I'm just gonna walk around with a short charge gun. So that's how that's my frames basically looked when I tried to switch shoot Vanna. Back in like 2013. I can never get it on a recording. I guess like 2014 is when I started that. I still have fraps. I mean, I'm using OBS Record at the moment, but I got fraps. It's one of the easiest things to use. You just hit a button, it works, and then you hit a button again, and then it stops. The thing about it is, like, every file is like 8 gigs, so you need to compile the sucker. It's like an extra step. So with OBS, you get a little bit of reduced quality. Actually, a good bit of reduced quality. But you have to, and you also have to tinker with it. But you don't have to, it's basically a time constraint. I can see how people who do this as a professional living, as opposed to just a casual hobby like myself, can really understand the importance of time constraints if you're just outputting videos and making that a thing. Probably should have gone ground fast, but that's okay. We're in a team of freaking Clockworks Slayers right now, so if we really honestly go for the fun weapons, I mean, long term, what are we gonna do? This person is just all about the Shiver Mist. Please, unleash. Oh. Beautiful, well done. This is kind of like a sleep theme to it too. I mean, at least the background. I never noticed they were both the same. I mean, we still have a political election coming up, right? We have a lot of potential for the politics in general to, help determine the outcome of SK. If Trump becomes president, maybe we'll have another status. Tier 4 is already speculating to be on the horizon. The shadow layers, basically, like everyone's saying it's tier 4. Now, we don't have any tier 4 weapons. That's also a thing. So we gotta, be mindful of that stuff. A tier 4 weapon, like maybe the Turbillion is supposed to be the ultimate shadow layer slayer. No one's really just tried it yet. It's obviously probably easily disproven, because I'm sure people brought that to the shadow layer. I'm sure I would have. Be the first thing I'd do if I ever make one. You guys make me president in 2020, and I will bring a Turbillion to the shadow layer. I made a proclamation. I can deliver on this promise. Eventually. I'm not saying when it's going to happen. I'm just saying it could happen at some point. Present a good spirit. I'll make rash promises like we will transfer. I know Bernie Sanders says it's healthcare for all, right? But we're going to have our unity for all. We will abolish the evils that is Java, capitalism Java, and rewrite history in our own name, which is Unity, the best programming language of the 20th century. Alright, anyway. Let's carry on. It's a taboo to pick your nose on screen. Scratching should be okay. There's got to be an etiquette. Oh, of course we got to do it. Compounds in this freaking mix. It's just about mandatory every time. Alright, cat. You got something to say? It's gonna be adorable. Alright. Oh no, please. I don't know if I can handle that. The thing about shadow layers is I literally have 0 sparks, and I'll throw this at him too. I have 0 sparks, and I can't afford it. I can't. I got energy. What am I saying? I keep forgetting I've been actually, instead of just throwing my money to punch, which I'm so used to, I play the game just because I like the game. I've been, you know, saving up my energy. Anyway, this is the loadout. And I didn't even see what kind of enemies we're fighting here. Oh, we're fighting the scarabs. Right? So probably should have this one. Oh, my mistake. I could have swore it was blue. That means fiends, right? Yeah, whatever. Well, don't overthink it. Just keep charging your winter grave. That is most of your killing power right there. Blah blah. If not all of your killing power. And this guy's just gonna keep using the shiver mist. But do you have anything else? Or are you just like, maybe it's your first shiver mist, dude? A shiver mist and a win million. This person is my friend. What is this? They have, so they're working on radiance. They got 5-star gear. I've never seen the 5-star armor for bombers. Who wears this stuff? Jeez. This guy's already like 90% done with the level because I closed my eyes. Sorry, blinked. Could get our graviton out here, but got Nindev just throwing out 3 million discs a second. That's my job out, buddy. Keeps it young and fresh. Makes you appreciate the times he's not shooting the gun. There you go. We can spin a positive on just about everything. And maybe I am say, oh. Well, I was gonna help, but jeez, Ray. Oh, that you cannot get in that way. Blah blah. Hope I didn't kill you. We're helping. I think. Oh my goodness. That is not the weapon you want, my man. Mike. Beautiful. I thought we got 2 of the turrets for a second. You guys ever see Anchorman? Part where, oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. The boss from The Office, the American version of The Office, just runs around screaming with a hand grenade in his hand. I mean, they're all basically a bunch of anchormen literally fighting over nothing. Oh, well, let's do this. There we go. I could have swore that was going to turn everything off. Not so. Oh. We could almost get to the point of literally walking through the level, and they will disc a gun and it's professional switch shoot our way to victory. It's nice playing with this is where like shadow layers are needed for us to have a sort of a challenge, but it's nice having, you know, seeing where we have come and having a struggle with a game like this. It's called a skill set, right? We see people that are really good and you desire to be that good. You know, perfection is something desirable and something something that should be you know, sought at. Well, no, we don't need to charge that. Something that should be sought after, you know? You definitely got hit there. Oh, I mean, let's pop this down. If anything, it'll just like attract them for a minute. But we see that like perfection of skill, and I'm not going to say it's godlike, but it does have godlike qualities. You're seeking to better yourself, and you're seeking to perfect a skill set. You're seeking to make things better. And it takes time and talent. It's not one or the other. It's a combination of both. If you say to like an artist, like, I wish I had your ability, you're also demeaning like years of time investment into a skill set that is just absolute. That's a bad timing right. Oh, we somehow made it. You know, there's years of practice that go behind this kind of stuff. So be careful when you just say, I could never draw like that. I wish I had skill like you did. I mean, be careful with that, because that's just saying straight up that, you know, it's diminishing the hours of practice time and kind of confidence that they had to build up in order to get their skill. I mean, tattoo artists, you think they just like, you know, you're born into the world with a tattoo, gun in your pen, or pen in your hand, and be like, suddenly I can just draw amazing dragons. Like, even trying to get ideas from the imagination. Sorry, buddy. I'm making it palatable. It's a challenge in itself. Yeah, you gotta temper the imagination, even if you are making like a crazy design. One of the things they say when you do transcendental meditation, like they're always like, hey, what about the weird stuff? I'm trying to clear my mind, and this weird stuff or grotesque stuff will just like show up in my brain. Well, in the Judeo-Christian worldview, that is it's called the evil heart of man jumping up. That's what happens when you empty yourself. You empty yourself too much. Please, here we go. And then nothing but your evil heart will come out. So you gotta be careful of that. And we know this. You look at a tutorial and see what happens. Well, we're gonna debate the shadow layer for a minute. So what's next watching? It's only been 22. Dude, this is the opposite day. The last one was so long. Let's get next watch. What is your costume, my friend? Are you just freaking bomber extraordinaire? What is this? Oh, you're just a beautiful looking slime dude. And you have how much charge time reduction do you need? I guess more than enough. I might bring my nitronome. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, click the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. We'll be back as we make friends next time. I'll see you guys later. Take care.